Hey, Hummingbird, you can hear me now? Or you could, yeah, there you guys are. No, it was totally my fault. I screwed up. So, hold on, let me get back to let me just clip this and get this ready while we wait for everybody else. I have a different setup. So, let's see if you guys can see that for when I'm showing cards. Can you see that? Good. Okay, so thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Talking Dev, in case you don't know. I am a psychic medium empath. Um, I do a lot of readings, a lot of quick reads. I do also private readings, and I do medicine cards, as you can see here. Um, a lot of things. I do a lot of things. I think we have Nana. Nana, did you want to come up for your read? Um, or do you want me to just do it from here? Because I won't be able to hear. I guess I can look on the thing to see. I can give you a link if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay, let me send you a link. Okie dokie, there you go. There's your link, Nana. I keep kicking myself out. I keep kicking myself out. You can't use the back button, okay? And I use the back button all the time. So I kick myself out all the time. So it's very annoying. There she is. Hey, hi, Nana.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going dandy. How are you?
Good. I'm good. So, why don't you tell me what it is that you like? Would you like a card or a mediumship reading?
Mediumship.
So just give me a minute and then.
It'd be better for
Well,
me.
I see. What's that?
I was going to ask you if it'd be better for me to mute while you're doing it or just leave my
No,
mic
no,
on.
no.
Okay.
As long
Okay.
as you're concentrating, you're not. The thing is it's hard. You can't. I have to connect to your energy, right? And if I can't connect to your energy because you're not focused on
Uh-huh.
what's going on here and you're all over the place, it's not going to work. It just doesn't. So that's the only thing I ask. Like, you don't need to mute or anything like that, because I actually will ask you, in order for me to know if whatever I'm saying makes any sense, is to find out if it makes sense to you. And if it makes sense to you, then I can continue on. And it's just one of those, things. So I'll need to hear your voice anyways.
Okay.
So there is a woman. There's actually a woman and a man. They keep coming up together. And she is kind of a heavy set woman she's got what I would say, what do they call those kind of hips? They're like the big hip girls. What are they? Birthing hips. Do you know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, you do know what I mean. I can't think of anything else, but she's got. I think that she might have had curly hair, but she puts her hair in curlers to kind of, like, it's thick, not like very thin and fine. So in order to control it, she either puts it in she used to put them in curlers or whatever. And does this make any sense?
I
This
had an
might be
aunt that
somebody.
used to do that. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So she is I want to say that her hair is blonde, but she keeps changing her hair back and forth. So maybe this is her way of saying that she changed her hair a lot in life. I mean, maybe that was one of her things. But she looks like she's a blonde that used to put her hair in curlers. She was very hourglass figured. Excuse me. Hold on. Because I got this gentleman with her who also wants to talk.
Oh God.
And he's like kind of trying to talk. Like they talk together, like every time. Does that make sense? Like every time she says something, he tries to finish. Oh, so I'm wondering if one of them died from something that had to do with the throat.
Oh, and she's speaking for him?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or like they kind of interrupt each other, but they came together. I think that's something they did in life. And then one of them, now it's gone, but as soon as I mentioned that, one of them gave me a feeling of like there was something in the throat, something to do with the throat and that. And I don't know if that makes any sense to you.
No.
So there's no throat. Maybe it was just me. I thought it was them. Do these people make sense to you at all, though?
Well, my aunt used to do a curler, but she didn't color her hair different colors or
Well,
anything.
yeah, I'm not sure that. Okay, so but does she have blonde hair?
No, she had dark hair.
Huh. Well, because I see the two different hair. Like I see like a dark hair and a blonde hair. So she must have been blonde at some point. Or she just always wanted to be a blonde. And
Well,
she's
and
blonde.
one of her twin daughters is a blonde, and one of them's dark hair.
Oh, okay. Is that why I keep seeing the two? One
Maybe.
has dark hair and one's blonde. Well, that makes more sense now.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're still dark hair and
I was
blonde.
thinking, well, then who are these people? Okay, so we have the two hair colors of, and she's trying, I guess she's explaining herself in that you would recognize the twins in their blonde and brown hair. Okay. And then the gentleman, I don't know if he is like a brother or to her, or if he is a husband. But they're very silly and kind of teasing each other all the time.
Oh, wow.
And she doesn't let him finish anything. Like she always, like, he wants to talk and then she wants to talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I think they're doing that on purpose so that you will recognize who they are.
I did have another aunt and her husband that
Okay.
kid around a lot. Yes.
Okay. All right. So
But instead,
there's
the other aunt's sister.
okay. So this must okay. So the other aunt and her sister. So this, let me try and figure all these people out. There's a lot of people here right now.
Family, so they may all come.
Yeah, there's so we have so this family must have been pretty close because they're like laughing and giggling. Everybody wanted to talk at the same time. It's kind of chaotic in here, which is I'm trying to, control the.
That's the story of my life. Chaotic.
Yeah, it feels like they're all trying to talk at the same time, so it's hard for me to focus on just one individual spirit. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the ones that came forward first, which was I think it was the aunt. First, it was the aunt who came in with the man, right?
Right.
Then I think the other one was showing me the two different hairstyles, which is connecting to your cousins, right?
Cousins,
Yeah,
the
with
twins.
two different colors. So you have those, and then we have the aunt with the husband. We have the aunt who has the twins, and then we have a she's tiny little lady. Yeah, I think that's the mother of them all. And she just kind of like, yep, it's the way we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she was quiet.
Yeah, she's like small.
Yeah, she's really
and
small.
everybody else is yeah, but she took control of the situation when it needs to be.
Right.
Did she walk with a cane at one point?
No, my other grandmother did.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one here with the cane. It's walking forward. You got a lot of people here. Let's see. There's a gentleman with brown hair that also poked his head, and I think they're all just poking, like they're like, we're here, like we're all together, everybody. And so there's a gentleman with it looks like he's got brown hair.
My dad had blonde, brown hair.
Did he have a mustache? Because this man is showing. Yeah. So he's showing me brown hair with a mustache. Hold on, let me see what I can get from him. I'm hearing him say like my sweet daughter or my sweet girl, or does that make sense?
Yeah, he used to always tell me how proud he what is of me.
Yeah. That's how he's going. He's not real, like everybody is real excited to be talking, right?
Yes.
And he's kind of like standing there and he just is trying to get through the loudness of everybody.
Yeah, he's quiet.
Yeah, and he's just like, I love you, my sweet girl, or my I think it's my sweet girl, but it might be my sweet daughter, because I don't hear. I can feel that he's saying something along those lines, but I think it's more like my sweet daughter than it is my sweet girl. I can't hear the very end of it, but I know that there's another word. He's so quiet. And so we have another woman who's come forward, and she's got brown, kind of big hair.
Big hair.
Yeah. Like, oh, how don't know how to describe it. It's like feathered on top. Remember how they used to feather hair?
Yes.
So it's like feathered on top, and then it would kind of come down and be like taking the curling iron and then curling your hair and then brushing it out to make it look big.
Oh yeah. My dad
Yeah.
had a niece who used to do her hair that way back in the day.
She's also come forward and she just kind of waving like literally what is going on here is that everybody is showing that the only difference from this side to that to the other side is that you can't see them. That's it. You go to the other side and you're just with everybody you love. And that's even all the opposite families, like your mother's side, your father's side, especially if now it doesn't, I don't know if they were divorced or anything, but they could still be soulmates. If you have a mother and father family, that type that has gone through many times as being family members or being connected to each other, and this is how I feel like your family is. Your family is like a pea pod, okay? And the little soul pea pod is you're going around together. You know, everybody's going into the next life and this and that, and you're always together in different ways. But this family is one of those families that everybody is definitely connected, both sides, spiritually. Okay. Let's see if anybody there are other people here, but they've seen kind of, I don't know what the word is. It's not off-putting, or they just seem kind of, I don't know if you had one side of your family that was very opposite of the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
dad's is
Well,
country and my mom's is well, I know my dad's was city, my mom's is country.
right. Yeah. So they're kind of like it might be your mom's side that's just kind of more quiet, more reserved,
Yes.
you know. Yeah. So I think they're doing that on purpose for me to tell you that so that you'll recognize it. Um, let's see what else. Let's see if I can see anybody else in there. So there's a woman who didn't feather her hair back big. It just kind of combed it back so it would do that, and it was long. So she had bangs.
Mm.
Then she had long straight hair. Does that sound it?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, she has come forward and she's like shaking her finger, like, now you'll know.
I will
So
know.
she might, yeah. She's like saying that you just forgot. You'll know. That's what she says.
Is she was family?
I'm not sure if she's family or not, because she's like, okay, you have the one group that's, silly and playful and loud, and then stand like they're all right up front. And then behind that you have the other group that's more quiet and reserved, and then this other woman walks up.
Yes, she's still. I have a cousin like that, but she's still alive. She's got dementia.
Oh, well, if she has dementia, then she's already there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can
Her
they
my cousins was looking for her a place for memory care facility.
yeah, she's already there.
Mm.
Like when you get dementia, one of the things that's believed, and I truly believe, because this happens to me often with readings and stuff, your soul has kind of left the building. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, my mom has
So
dementia and it's been rough.
yeah, so she's just kind of on the point where it's literally a vessel, right? I mean, it's still the person you love, so don't get me that wrong,
Oh
but
yeah,
This her spirit is able to travel around like and go into both sides of the veil because she's already not mentally, she's already spiritually there. Okay?
Okay.
And so to speak, she's not completely, I shouldn't say the soul left the building. That's not really what it is, but it's able to travel outside the body a lot easier, especially when she's in those moments where she's very quiet and you can't tell there's nothing going on. Like there's just kind of staring off into space kind of moments and not knowing, it looks like they're in deep thought, but they're not. That's usually when their soul is traveling around. My grandmother had
does that a lot.
That, yeah. So it's gonna be your mom, I'm hearing saying isn't ready for this side yet. So
no.
But the cousin, she's already been traveling back and forth. But your mom can see her family members. She can see them.
Wow.
That's like my grandmother used to talk to her sisters all the time when she was.
My mom talks to my grandmother.
Yeah, they can see them.
She says she wants to be with her mother.
Yeah. She will be. It's just not time yet. Okay. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all they have to show me now. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that was okay for you.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Nana.
Thank you. Now if I can figure out how to get out of here.
Oh
my God.
You just hit the back button. It'll take you out.
I'll just X out.
Yeah. That's how I do it. All right. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was slow getting started, but I think that was a good one. I really enjoyed speaking to and seeing Nana's family. They seem like they're a lot of fun and very close. Okay, so what do we have? I got to go through some of these, but I got to pause you out first just a minute. I'm going to mute for just a minute and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. So we have these. I'm gonna let you guys look at this. It's my little setup here. I got some stuff sent to me from my friend Carrie from a long time ago, years and millions of years ago. She sent me some cool stuff. And I was just gonna try and see how this works. See if I can do it this way so you guys can see my cards. Yeah, I guess it does work, huh? Cool. Like it. All right. So let me look through the comments here and see if somebody is connected. See if I can get somebody or maybe do a card. Kim, why don't I do a 3-card draw for you? Sound good? Okay. It's going to be weird because I'm going to have to read your comments over here on YouTube because I can't see the comments on. Oh, right. Well, I think UC and I are going to have that done privately. Her and I are going to do a private one. Right, UC? Is that what you wanted? Okay, yeah. Good. Just making sure. So, Kim A. Ooh, you got Badger. It's aggressiveness. We've got Hummingbird for joy. Of course we have Hummingbird for joy. And Owl for deception. In other words, this is another. The hummingbird is Tukashila in the Lakota language and is also the creator's son, which in Christian religions would be Jesus. Okay, it's just so you know. Tukashila is creator's son, and Wankantanka is creator, which is, God, Adonai, whoever you want to call him, whatever. So, we got Badger with aggressiveness. Now, I don't think that it doesn't mean that you are an aggressive person. What it means is you can handle yourself if anything happens. Like you're not going to let anybody step on you or step over you. Does that make sense? Kim A. Sorry, I have to wait because there's a delay, and I know most of you know this, but I have to read the text, the chat from the YouTube. Listen to me. Because right now I can't see it because my phone is on there. So, okay, it does make sense? Okay, hold on. Let me see. You're also quick to express your feelings, and you don't seem to care about the consequences because you're not going to let people step all over you. Some people often sometimes have a difficulty with people. Some people are turned off by this. Oh no! Hold on a second, Desiree. Hold on. Yeah, the other one, I couldn't get on it. I don't know what the heck. I messed it up. I did it. I know I did. There you go. So if hopefully this is making sense to you. Now I have to see, this is why Laura's so good at this, because she can read chat and she can talk and she can keep up with everything, and she's got hundreds of people in her live, and I got 22 and I can't keep up. All right, Kim, your next card is Joy, which is actually the card that is most the combination of more centered on who you are. Okay, let me see if this is, so we're gonna put that right in the middle there. That's who you are underneath it all. Badger is your outer shell, so to speak. Does that make sense to you? I say that, I hear myself say, does that make sense? So many times in a reading, and sometimes it irritates me. Does that make sense? But yeah, okay, good. Like I said, it also, there's the different things for hummingbird is Takashla, the crater, sun. So that's also in, I already said this, but it's the Christian religion would be Jesus. So with hummingbird, oh, I thought my door opened. That was weird. Oh, even my dog looked over there. There must be somebody over there standing there waiting. We've got spirits in the house, yo. I always do. I have to put salt around my bed so they won't bother me. I got kids that jump. Oh, it's a long story. I'll have, when we do paranormal stories, I will tell you all about my crazy life. So the thing about hummingbirds, they have magical qualities. The feathers are used for a millennium in the making of love charms. And it is said that hummingbird conjures love as no other medicine does. Ooh, hummingbird. So your personal medicine, that would be part of your totem, the hummingbird. You love life and its joys. Okay. And your presence brings joys to others, unless they upset you. Okay. If they upset you, then they're going to get the badger. But in general, people who love and adore you and you love and adore, they get this one. Now here's another thing. You can't lie to you because you got the owl, right? This one here. So owl medicine people, and I truly believe I attract owl medicine people, because people who are not too much, they don't have that, and they're trying to hide like who they are, or not being truthful. They don't want to be around people with owl medicine because they can feel you, and they can tell that they can just feel the fact that they know that you know that they're lying, right? So a lot of people don't particularly care for the owl people. Does that make sense also? I gotta figure out something else to say besides that makes sense all the time. Okay, Kim. Let's see. Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, had a companion owl on his shoulder, and he revealed unseen truths to her. So if you ever watch shows, there's like Merlin and everybody, even what is that, Harry Potter, whatever, they always have owls. It is the ones they fly and they go see what's actually going on, and they come back and report back to the person. That's what owl medicine is. So, all right, there you go. There's your 3 card. Now, totems, your pool totem can have 7 to 9 cards. And if you ever see those big, tall, wooden carved poles that have animals on them, that's somebody's totem pole. That they have the carved in the animals that are part of their totem. So, let's see. Any of these animals too, in the time of need, or you feel like you need help in that area, you just call on to them. You just call into the owl spirit to help you know the truth, or you call on to to the spirit of hummingbird to help you with the joy and the love, that type of. And when you need to, if you need a little courage, you call on Badger. So let's see who's next. Texas girl, you've never had your cards read before? Well, I this is just a 3-card draw. It's not a full spread. So if you want, would you like for me to do that? Okay, Texas girl. And the scoop, yeah, I'll try to remember after I do Texas girl, and we'll see how I can do that. If I can remember, when I do these, let me just tell you right now, when I do readings and stuff, it's hard for me to remember very much of anything because its spirit is working through me, and I kind of shut myself out. So okay, no problem. Okay, so let's do Texas girl. All right. I've got to adjust myself. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. For right now, I need a desk. I don't have a desk. I was sick for a really long time before I got sick for a really long time. And so I do everything, work and everything from right here on my bed. And now I consider it a desk because I'm not as bad as I used to be. What is this one for? Badger. Didn't we just talk about Badger? Yeah. Okay. Texas girl. This is actually, I used to never get this card. This is one of mine, and this is one of mine, and this is one of mine. So, but I used to never ever get this card for other people. But lately, maybe it's just the kind of people that are the energies that are attracting to me. It's been coming. This is one of the hardest cards to receive, and the reason why is because you have to have in life gone through every possible scenario, good and bad. And some of the bad is it's just so that you can understand what it's like for other people. You always tend to know uh, you're always somebody who can understand. Like, I get why they feel like that because I've been through something similar. Um, and usually people who have this eagle spirit, it is what in a Native American culture, in my culture, eagle is great spirit. And in order to get that medicine back in the day, there was these trials that they would go through for years. And a lot of people never made it through, and only like one would make it through, and they would end up with the eagle as their medicine. Eagle is it's number one for a reason. Hold on. It's it's great spirit. The connection to great spirit. So It's got it's a very powerful spirit to have. You have a strong connection to the divine. You're able to it's almost like you know that if you speak to the universe or to God or to Kasha or to Wankan, you know, the spirit, that it's going to hear your message. Okay. There, it'll hear your message, and that's, you have that direct line. That's for the eagle. Now, the funny thing about it, then you have it doubled. You have the messenger in your card. Okay, so you, which is 1 and 2, which the funny thing about the hawk is that it literally is another messenger to the gods, so to speak. So you have direct message to Great Spirit or God, and then you have another messenger abilities. So you have a lot of abilities when you use your sit in your moment and you're able to say, you know, oh, dear God, please don't blah 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 blah. It seems to work out for you. Does that make sense, Texas girl? I wish I could figure out a way to be able to read this and your guys' comments. I'm sure that there's some way, I just don't know what the heck I'm doing. So there you go. All right. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Texas girl. And then after that, we have transformation, which is the butterfly. Now, the interesting thing about this and the way I'm reading this personally is in order to get this eagle card, you had to go through a lot of stuff, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, and a lot of good, a lot of great, wonderful things. You've had to go through all the opposite ends of feelings. You know, you've had to experience the deepest of the lows and the highest of the highs. So in that, you had a transformation, which you came out on the other side a stronger, more independent, more connected and empathetic, maybe even empathic person. So that's how I'm reading these cards. Okay, so your butterfly is transformation. It goes from what are they called? A worm? No. I don't know. My brain, remember, spirit takes over and my actual brain kind of puts itself to the side for a minute. So sometimes it makes it difficult for me to say what I want to say. But you know what I mean. You go through the whole chrysalis and coming out the other side. And that's, I think, what connects all these cards together. Okay? Perfect. Who is I doing next? See? Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Caterpillar. Thank you, Jennifer G. Scoop. Scoop, scoop, scoop. I used to have a friend. Back in the day, we used to go to raves together with me and my husband and him in San Francisco. And his name is Scoop. His real name. Scoop. So there's a little FYI for you. Okay. Oh, for a full reading. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this real well. Okay. Yeah, I'll go and check that, and then we'll do that right after we do this. Vicross, is that what? Am I saying that right? So Scoop. So that's a little FYI about my back in the day. Yes, me and my husband. My husband is a DJ. Actually, has his own channel on here. He's got quite a few subscribers, and he has his record collection. He has he is a DJ, so he has turntables. He doesn't do anything from CDs or anything. He does it all from vinyl. You're welcome, Texas girl. All right, Scoop. Scoop. Yeah, I need to drop his link. Hold on, I'm going to tell him to send it to me. I keep forgetting. His link is like one of the last links that had his actual name of his channel in the link. It's like one of the last people to do that. Okay, now that I've sufficiently yelled loud enough for him to hear me on the other side of the house. Okay. Oh, you've got a loyalty, magic, and teacher. Okay. Send me your channel link again. They're asking. So we have the first one is dog. And obviously everybody knows that dogs are very loyal. That can also be what is it? It can also be a little bit of a curse because of how loyal you are. You don't really find people as loyal as that. I know all about that. So it's in Native American culture, dogs are sacred. They guarded the camp, the teepees. They guarded, and they kept everybody just like they do today. Same thing, Hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on just a second. I'm going to do this real quick so I can get it in there. I don't think that I should have to click post a comment in order to post a comment in my own thing. Anyways, there you go. There is my husband's link to his music collection. He's been putting his music on there for a very long time. He's got the good old day stuff from the 90s. Anyways, so getting back to Scoop, we have the loyalty factor. Does that make sense? Hi, Lorelai. The fact that and in my own opinion that it also can be a curse, but the one thing that people can always rely on is the fact that you are always going to be loyal to them, of course, because you have that medicine. Does that make sense? Okay, good. The raven, I mean, the dog pretty much explains itself, because I think we all are so um aware of dog and the fact that it's man's best friend and how loyal doesn't matter. It's just so sad sometimes. Doesn't matter how bad you treat a dog, they still are gonna. It's I think that's so sad that they'll still love you. It's just so sad to me. Because I would want them to be like, you know what, screw you. But nope. If that makes sense. I guess so. So, okay, Raven is magic. And the thing about the Raven magic is that it's pretty powerful. It gives you, and if you call upon it now, it'll make it even more strong. So if you were to say, I call upon the spirit of Raven for its courage, to help me to get through the darkness. Okay, there's this thing that we call the void, and it's the place where things that are not yet, in other words, things that haven't happened yet, or that haven't been thought about yet, or talked in, or anything like that, is they live there waiting in the void. Okay, questions are waiting in the void to be asked. Okay. It also is the great mystery, like what happened before we all got here, the questions of things that you cannot answer. And the one thing about the color black, which is in the bird, is that it in Native American, if you ever see the circles that we have these circles, right? Because we believe everything goes in circles, in a circle. And you have black and yellow and white and red on those. And it all across every tribe, even in Canada, they all have the same thing, right? Black is seeking answers. Okay, it's a spiritual. It's not evil. The raven is not evil. So this one is for you. It means there's challenges that are probably coming. But then we've got this wolf. So I'll just, these two are together to me. Okay. So with the raven, you have things that are about to come, challenges, this and that. However, it's okay, because you have this to call on. You have Raven to call on. You can call on Raven for courage for everything that you're going through. And at the end, you come out with the protection of Raven. And it's literally magic. Like, the things that happen may appear to be, how did that possibly happen? How did I survive that? Cool. All right. So now we have Wolf, which is teacher. Let me get some water. I'm starting to lose my voice already. Usually I don't lose my voice until about 2 hours. Let's see. Now the teacher, I think, is very interesting, because in order to go through everything that you're going to go through, you'll come out the end, instead of being affected negatively by it, you will turn it into teachable moments. Does that make sense? Is that type of person you are? Okay, good. All right. So the one thing about wolf is, it's first of all, it's star is Sirius, okay? And which legend tells us was the original home of our teachers in ancient times. See, Native Americans always believe in the star people, okay? They are the keepers of our ways, the protectors. And it's never been a question. If you ever see any of the petroglyphs or anything like that, you will see star people, like what look to be aliens, etc. Okay, so the teacher, the wolf, came from Sirius. Sirius was thought to be the home of the gods and ancient Egyptians. It is still considered by the Dogon tribe of Africa. So it is still considered to be where the gods live. Okay, so in Native American people, we have this connection, and that we adopt wolf as the clan of teachers. So when I say keepers of our ways, the star people, they that means that they're the ones who keep all that information, and then it is shared to us in some form, if that makes sense. You are the person who goes through everything, even your loyalties, and you're able to come out through the darkness and turn it into teaching rather than being destroyed or hurt by those things. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So now we have, thank you very much. Thank you for letting me do your cards. Just give me 1 sec. I got to check something. So the one person, hummingbird, who sent that money in, that's gonna need be a private reading. It's gonna be a long time. It's a big reading, so that will be a private reading. I need you to contact me through my my email account. I don't know if you guys have that, right? Oh, okay. I'll check my DMs. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I will email you after this, and then we can set up a time for that. But thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that 100%. Okay, let me set this up. Who was it? Carol? Was it Carol who did the other one? Carol C, right? I'm gonna do Carol C now. Oops. I'm a mess today. I can't figure anything out. I'm lucky I can even figure out how to talk. There we go. Okay. So, Carol, we're going to do card read for Carol. Unless she wants to have a quick read, medium quick read. That's just a quick hi to everybody who are a few people, or we'll do a 3-card read. What does she want to do? Does anybody know? Where'd she go? Is she here still? Carol. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's do the card. No. Okay, I don't know if this is yours, so let me just ask you if this is yours. It might be somebody else. I have a lot of people in here with me spirits in here with me right now. So this may or may not belong to you. Okay, let me ask. Let's do this. Let's use I can't find my copper one. I'm going to do a quick. This is how we're going to figure it out, okay? Let me see if I can get that into view. We're going to use this. We're going to find out which one we should. Carol, can you see the crystals? I want you to pick. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Pick a pendulum. Pick a pendulum. There is this one. This is my oldest one. There is this pretty thing that just came to me, and she's new, but she's really connected. And then this one too is a gift. So which one would you like me to use? The white one, the black one, or the what looks to be like a wand? Doesn't matter? Okay. Or is that second one? Okay, yes. This pretty girl right here. All right, so I gotta adjust things a little bit because I have to be very still because I'm not one of these people that like to move so that the pendulum says what we want it to say, because then that's very irritating to me. I like for my pendulums to actually speak and me to have nothing to do with it, because that means it's real. Okay, so here's our question. Can you give me a yes? Let's see it. Give us a yes. Big yes. Big yes. Now the next thing you should do is just spin around and then it should say no. Can you give me a no? I wish you guys could see my hands because I'm not moving at all. In fact, I'm hardly breathing. All right, so we know what yes and no is. Okay, I gotta hold it. It's a really long cord. So should we give Carol C, stop moving, thank you. Okay, should we give Carol C a card read? A 3-card read? Got it. That's not an answer yet, so give it a second. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we're doing a 3-card read for Carol. Perfect. Thank you very much, Pendulum. Pretty lady. It's a pretty girl. Carol. Let's see. We've got number 1. Oh, upside down ant. Antelope. And the beaver. Your upside down ant means that you haven't been very patient. Usually when they're reversed, that means you need to call on to the ant is the keeper of patience. Okay. Because if you ever seen what they'll, I mean, it's amazing when I say Arizona has a lot of ants. Okay. Let me just tell you, they have a lot of ants. And when you watch them, the stuff that they go through in just constantly, and until they get like even if you drop a little cigarette ash, they'll come and pick up every little piece of it until it's completely gone, spend hours doing it. It's pretty crazy. So we have ant for you now. Well, you have it backwards, and I do have to look this one up for sure because I haven't seen this one backwards yet. At least I don't think I have. I mean, I've had this, I've had these cards for like 25 years. So I may have seen it, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Says, okay, watch out. Here comes the sting. If you are in a hurry, you may fall prey to those who are not working for the good of the whole of humanity. Does that make sense to you? Seems like you might be in a hurry lately. Those individuals who make greed a way of life prey on fear and urgency. Oh, of those who have forgotten natural tribal law. It's easy money. If the warning applies to you, become aware of the users and the con artists. Let me tell you something. We've been talking about a lot of users and con artists lately. That has been a topic. And what Ant is telling you is if you are questioning things about an individual that you in the past that you have given money to, then you need to pay heed to that. Okay? I need to let my dog out. Hold on a second. All right, Bean, come on. All right. Ouch, I just stepped on something. I just hurt my foot. So Carol, does that make sense? Yes? Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna bring drama in here, but just be careful. That is what this is telling you. Okay, you pay attention to this card. Be careful who you're giving your money to. Then you have antelope, which is action. And at least thank God that one's right side up. One of the things about antelope, now I keep saying ant and antelope in my head, because remember, my brain is not in the building right now. We have these really interesting, what are the pronghorns? That's what they're called. We have these things called pronghorns here, and they're the coolest. Like, they look like antelopes, but they're not. And they just run around. It almost feels like you're in Africa when there's a whole herd of them, and they just run around in the hills back here. They're not deer. They don't look anything like deer. They look like something that belongs in Africa. It's really bizarre. I need some water. Hold on a second before I'm gonna start losing my voice really bad. I hate drinking on a mic, but here's the thing about antelope people. Antelope people give themselves up freely. Okay. One of the things that the stories about the antelope is that if you are hungry, you should eat me. That's what antelope says to the two-legged, which are the human beings, right? If you're cold, then you should eat me you should kill me and eat me to nourish your body. And you should, if you're cold, you should wear my skin, kind of thing. Antelope knew humankind would survive the ice age, okay? So all of the things that were plentiful before, ice age and stuff were no longer plentiful, okay? Antelope comes around and is like, here I am. I am a gift. You need to, in order to survive, here I am. You're going to need to make clothing. You're going to need to nourish your body. You're going to need to make tools. So here, take me. So that is kind of that, if something is going on and say like in a situation and everybody's like, oh, what do we do? What do you do? You stand up and you're like, okay, let's do this. Just let me get this done. Let me do that and here and just have this and take that. Does that make sense? You just kind of get everybody, you kind of take care of everyone, right? You take action. You're not one to sit there and just wait for things to happen and just be like, I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, my dog is now trying to push her way underneath my laptop to hide under the blankets. Yeah. So that is what. Now here's the problem. Then you have this card here reversed, right? This card is going to try and prey off of this personality type. And also because of the type of person you are, you act too quickly sometimes, which also allows for contrary aunt to come in and instead of stopping and taking a moment, you're first one to jump in there and take it and handle things and take care of things, right? So heed this card. Pay attention to that one. Oh my gosh, Chloe. Oh boy. She likes to dig herself under blankets, but when she does that, she kicks the blankets up with her head and then she throws everything around. Yeah, you do act quickly. So which brings us to now, Beaver is somebody with a lot of patience too, and it's a builder. Oh, yeah, builder. Building those dams, protecting, making it so that the water is where it should be and where it needs to be. And so with that, that's another part, because see, you have this one and this one. This is the person who jumps into action. Beaver is the doer. I have no idea what my dog is doing right now, but it seems like she's trying to dig herself into the actual bed itself. Stop. Anyways, she's shaking the entire bed. So if you see that shaking, that's my dog. That's her. It also, another thing too, is that when it builds its little homes, it gives itself plenty of escape, like places to escape to. So, you also always leave options for you to be able to get out of there. You might act quickly, but you also make sure you have, I don't know whether it's take your own car or, if I text you, call me and tell me I got to come home or something like that, So that actually is just something that I feel like makes these two cards, tells me everything about your personality. But this card is just warning you that these two cards can leave themselves open for people to prey on them financially and these types of things. Okay, so be very careful. Okay. Does that make sense to you? Who wants to read the cards too? Okay, good. Oh yeah, Chloe. Yeah, no, I think she's trying to hide from all the spirits. She doesn't, they don't bother. I can tell when there's not a good one because they bother her. They've been around her the whole life. She's been around all of it. We have Grand Central Station here. People get excited when they get an orb. All you got to do is give it time and you'll have lots of them in my house. But none of them are negative. I do have to put salt around my bed at night to keep the younger spirits from and the animals from shaking the bed and doing all kinds of things and this type of stuff. So let's see. Let me see, how long have we been doing this? Hi. Okay. Oh, javelinas. Yes, we have them right out back here. And the javelinas, people don't realize, we have people who move in from out of state. California is a lot, even though I'm from California, but they think that they're pigs and they're not. And they will attack you. Even though they're practically blind, they will attack you. And so people will leave stuff out to feed them. And we're like, what are you doing? This isn't, no, stop it, you know? And then we get the coyote coming through and picking up people's dogs in the backyard. A coyote can jump over a 6-foot high fence. So yeah, that's fun. Okay. No, they don't eat. We have a place. They don't really eat our garbage. We haven't had that problem, but we have these really cool garbage things that I don't think I've ever had in any other state. And they're almost impossible for them to get through. But if you overstuff your garbage and then leave the top open, yeah, they'll get in that. So yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that this is going to be the end because I feel like my throat's starting to hurt, and I think I've gotten everybody today. And oh, you're welcome, Carol. And I'm starting to feel like I'm coming back to myself, so that's my like sign that the spirits are backing off. Okay. I want to thank everybody who came in and who donated or gave me tips, and I am so appreciative. You don't even know, it makes my heart so happy, and I just makes me want to cry. So I'm not going to cry on a live. So all right, and I'll let y'all know when I do it again, probably another week. It takes a lot out of me to do so many readings all at once. One of the things that I forgot that I need to say, because this is something that get me in trouble. All of this is for entertainment purposes. There, I said it. All right. Love y'all. Bye.